I'm Chris Fox, and this is the Bourbonite. So, I recently just had a birthday, and because I have an amazing wife, I got a fantastic birthday gift.
Wild Turkey Decades is one of those limited releases from one of the big distillers. Some people embrace the big distillers and some people avoid them. But the only thing I really have to say about it is, if it's good bourbon, it's good bourbon. Wild Turkey Decades is a limited release. And the price tells you that. But if you watch my video about why you should try bourbons over $50, you might understand my justification with this one. Not only that, it was a gift from my fantastic wife. Wild Turkey Decades, like so many other good bourbons, has a story behind it. Now, this one is focused on Eddie Russell, who is the youngest of the Russell family. The Russell family owns the Wild Turkey Distillery and has a long legacy of master distillers. Eddie Russell, being the youngest, has just recently really come into his own as a distiller. And I'm just going by the lore that's floating around online. But hearkening back to the fact that part of the culture behind bourbon is just a hard-working mentality, a hard-working atmosphere. This stuff's hard to make, and the people that make it work their butts off to do so. Eddie Russell is no different. Even though he was born into this family of master distillers, he started at the menial jobs around the distillery and worked his way up. He's a master distiller now. Maybe he was fast-tracked a little bit because obviously it's kind of a family legacy thing, but he did have to earn his way through it, and there is definitely something to be said about that. So to celebrate his 3.5 decades at the distillery, he chose hand-selected, according to the literature here, hand-selected a lot of rare barrels aged between 10 and 20 years that represent the very best of 2 decades of bourbon making. So this is what gets really interesting for me with the larger and older distilleries, is they have huge rickhouses to keep their barrels in. So where the barrels sit in those rickhouses can change how they age, which makes this stuff even more weird and unique to get your hands on when you get those rare ones. This one specifically was chosen from the center and upper floors of Wild Turkey's McBrayer rickhouse. So, the Decades is the second in the Master's Keep series from Wild Turkey. The first was the Diamond series, which was to commemorate the father of the family's anniversary of being a distiller. This one's the next one. I really look forward to seeing what they have next. This is a fantastic bourbon, and again, it might be expensive, but it is fantastic. So if you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, because there's plenty more unique and rare bourbons to come. Man, if I did, I would get more. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip all that. So,